Hello everyone, welcome you all. Is religious conversion appropriate? A religious conversion is not an appropriate or a dharmic act. Religion should not be a mission. Missionaries or missionary religions are on the wrong track. They have become concerned with the other. Now, in the name of religion, in the name of service, but whenever you are concerned with the other, you have left the source. Be concerned about yourself if you want, but not the other. Brotherhood is not the same as oneness. Brotherhood is not the same as oneness. A spiritual man or a sage also helps others, but he is not concerned. It is natural for him, not a mission. It is not something on his mind. He is not seeking and searching for somebody. He is not going to interfere with the perfect world. It is just by the way. Out of his inner treasure, he simply shares, like a flower sharing its perfume. Sharing is not the same as helping. Jesus could have healed everyone, but he did not. He did not want to interfere with their individual karmic paths. A sage simply feels the pain of others as his. He is not aware of someone as the other. And he is not to change anybody. He is not after you to mold you in a certain pattern. Because that is the subtlest violence possible in this world. To try to change the other, to mold the other. That means you are cunning and being aggressive. And you don't accept the other as God has created him. You have better proposals and you have better ideas than the divine itself. But how can you improve on the whole? Concern is out of ego. Compassion is out of awareness. A sage is compassionate. All kinds of conversion are fanatic. All missionaries are simply businessmen, just selling invisible things to gullible people. A Mohammedan comes with a Quran in one hand and a sword in the other. A Christian missionary comes with the Holy Bible in one hand and bread and butter on the other. You can choose. But both are doing the same thing. Monetary help is a pretext. They are trying to enslave you, to destroy your freedom of thinking, freedom of inquiry. They want you to believe. They want you to become part of their politics of numbers. You need not force anybody towards a religion, a set of beliefs. When the urge arises, it arises. It cannot be artificially created. Nobody can create an artificial urge. That is impossible. One comes to spiritual maturity and understanding. Something has ripened within you. And then the search starts. Nobody can enforce it. But all the religions have tried to enforce it. And they have killed the very possibility of the urge, the very possibility of natural flowering. Spirituality is not concerned with others. It is concerned with you. Spirituality is personal. It is not a social phenomenon. In fact, there cannot be any sociology of religion. There can only be a psychology. True religion can only be one, just like science. Science of the inner dimension. You don't have a Mohammedan physics, a Hindu physics, a Christian physics. That would not make any sense. To make you spiritually weak, religions have found a sure method, and that is to teach you not to love yourself. Because if a man cannot love himself, he cannot know himself and cannot love anybody else either. The teaching is very tricky and cunning. All organized religions are basically established in this belief and on this belief. They say love others because they know if you cannot love yourself, you cannot love at all. But they go on saying love others, love humanity, love God, love nature, love your wife, your children, and your parents. But don't love yourself. Because to love oneself is selfish according to them. They say, if you love yourself, you will become an egoist. It is not true. A man who truly loves himself finds that there is no ego in him. It is in loving others without truly loving yourself that the ego arises. And these egos keep the religions in business. The missionaries, the social reformers, the social servants have the greatest egos in the world. Naturally, because they think themselves to be superior human beings. They are not ordinary. Ordinary people love themselves, but they love others. They love great ideals. They love God. And all these religionists' love is false because all their love is without any roots. Blind leading the blind. A man who truly loves himself respects himself. And a man who truly loves himself and respects himself respects others too. Because he knows just as I am, so are others. Just as I enjoy love, respect, dignity, so do others. He becomes aware that we are not different. As far as the fundamentals are concerned, we are one. We are under the same law. Buddha says, Ais Dhammo Sanatana. We are under the same law. It is only when you truly love yourself, love for others flowers naturally. It will be a byproduct. Love yourself. Know yourself. In order to love yourself, you must know yourself first. Deep down, loving is the same thing as knowing. Knowing of your own being, which is loving. So, the disease of religious selfish interest will automatically disappear. Knowing is first. Without knowing your true self, you will be loving your personality or ego only. Self-love is just the opposite of egomania. In self-love, there is no self, only love. In egomania, there is no love, only self. Loving yourself without knowing yourself as you are is nothing but egomania. But if you know yourself, you know the truth, and the game of blindly following a religion is over. And this is not the best interest of any organized religion. It is not in the best interest of any organized religion. Buddha says, love or know yourself and watch. You are one in love. Love knows no dualism. So long as you have the idea of distinction or multiplicity, you can have no real idea of oneness or true love. True love is the experience of not knowing an apparent other as an other. Missionary religion's highest ideal looks upon another man as a brother, but pure love looks upon him as one's own self. Universal brotherhood is not the highest ideal, but identity is. When you truly love someone, help him, teach him. There is no need to convert him. Conversion means including him by excluding someone else. That is dualism, not oneness, not love. True love is that which is beyond condition, beyond limit, and beyond any need, and it seeks to damage or hurt no one. The purpose of religion is to share joy and love. Conversion, therefore, defeats its own purpose. Conversion is politics, and politics is ugly. Bring your awareness to others, not by converting, but by example. Be the source of love in the lives of all the others. A person who has not realized truth should never try to convert someone because he himself does not know, and he does not know what a true religion is. It's like the blind leading the blind. If you cannot see truth in yourself, which is the nearest you, you cannot possibly see it in those far from you. And a person who has realized the truth will never convert anyone. There is no need then, because he sees everyone else as himself and perfect. Belief or faith can never lead a person to truth. In fact, belief or faith hinders the truth because open-mindedness is required for a person to go to truth. So, try to guide him to his inner truth, not by belief or faith, but by showing or pointing him a way, showing him a means of knowledge. Individual path, individual investigation is the only method. Conversion to a faith is rooted in dualism and promotes dualism. Another word for dualism is dual vision or delusion or lack of discrimination. I can improve myself by changing the world is delusion. I can improve myself by changing the world is delusion. And it is madness. Thank you.